And we're back on the WQEL YouTube page with Coach's Corner West. It's the Buckeye Central part of the show. Head Coach Thomas Howell and the Buckeye Central boys team. We'll be talking to these guys here in just one moment. Our show brought to you by Doug Luho and Adam Weisner and everybody at Advanced Fiber Technology. Also Coach Tim Plumley, Mohegan Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation. Also Matt Studer at Spitzer Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Kia Durham, a mile east of the Richland Mall. Rob Weston, Edgefield Animal Clinic in Marion. Matt Ramsey, John Ziegler, Drew Young, Frank Highland, and everybody at Bucyrus Blades, serving worldwide markets from Bucyrus since 1951. And Roger Brown at Links Lock and Safe, South Poplar at West Warren Street, Bucyrus. And it's my privilege to welcome to our microphones now the head coach of the Buckeye Central boys basketball team, Coach Thomas Howell. Coach, we got one victory this year?
Two.
Okay, all right. Well, I was trying to go through all the stats and everything I could find on there. I saw the one over in New London. Who else did we beat?
We beat Seneca East.
Seneca East?
Yes, Seneca East.
All right, talking about that game.
That was that was the Friday. Yeah, we played Upper this past Wednesday. It was a Friday before.
The Friday before that?
It was an interesting game.
All right, talk about it.
High scoring, 72-67.
Congratulations, because on paper, I think most people were picking Seneca East in that ball.
Yeah, we did a pretty good job that night. We finally got some shots to fall in the basket, and we did a good job. Believe it or not, it doesn't sound like we did a good job on defense, but we really did. Even though Isaac Mason, went off for 46.
Yes, I think I did see that.
Yes, and but we did a pretty good job on everybody else, and it sort of helped us out a little bit.
Who were the big contributors offensively to Buckeye Central?
We had, if I'm not mistaken, 5 guys in double figures that night. I think Alex Caney led us with 17. I think McDougal, Sanderson, and Dean, and maybe another one, and they were all in double figures or 9, somewhere close. So we shared the ball pretty well and got the ball to fall that night.
All right. So lots of times it's just a matter of what's going to happen. Just because one thing happens in a Seneca East game where maybe you're not necessarily picked to win that ball game and things fall really well for us, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be that way every time.
Yeah, that's true. We came out with our kids. We play hard. We do. Our kids play hard. We guard pretty well. And if you do that, you're going to give yourself a chance. And if the ball falls in that night, you give yourself a good chance.
All right. How is Upper Sandusky sound? Are they similar at all, Upper Sandusky and Seneca East?
They're a lot bigger. They're a lot bigger. Yeah.
Okay.
The Beamers are big post players, about 6'6". They have another 6'3" wing player. They have another 6'4" post player. We're not very big. So
you talked about that 2 weeks ago.
We did a pretty good job of doubling down on the big post player. He did end up with 13, but he had to earn them. He just didn't get to go off, and sometimes when he turned around and shot it, somebody was in his face. And we did a pretty good job on their the best guard, Smalley. I think we held him to 6.
All right. Dan and I were talking about this in the newsroom earlier today, about 2 o'clock this afternoon, in the loss to Upper Sandusky. And we assumed, and not necessarily rightly so, that you guys maybe let the air out of the ball a little bit and slowed the game down, 43-29. I would have expected more out of Upper Sandusky. In fact, if I'm the Upper Sandusky fan base, the coach, I'm probably a little disappointed. I mean, we got the double, but they are so much bigger and physical than you.
Yeah, they are. We did not let the air out. We did not shoot very well at all, and I think we are. Like I said, I think we're a pretty good defensive team, and we did what we needed to do to try to hold them down. And if we would have made shots, we would have very easily pulled that game out.
I was going to say, if you'd been shooting like you did against Seneca East, it would have been scored.
Yeah, we just couldn't score. It was a very bad shooting night for us.
All right. Can I assume, I going to ask you that. That we deliberately slowed this game down. That's just not the case.
No, we didn't. Both teams really didn't. I mean, they pressure you full court. I thought we handled that pretty well. I think they got out of the full court pressure. But they do a pretty good job in half court man and getting in your face and playing. And we struggle with that a little bit, and it hurts.
Did you come in with a specific game plan, offensively and or defensively? I know you always have an offensive plan, but did you come in with a specific game plan against Upper Sandusky? Because let's face it, they are so much bigger.
Yeah, we were doubling down under post, and every time he caught it, we were bringing help from the backside, and we were trying not to let their guards. We were playing a little bit more gap, not letting them go downhill and get in the paint and get some easy shots. We just did a pretty good job.
When you double down on a post player inside the paint, they're a little bit bigger than you are. Does that put you in a potential issue of foul trouble?
Yeah, and we did early in the first half. We got in a little bit of foul trouble, but that was about it. Our kids did a great job, and they did exactly what we needed to do.
All right. Tell you what, Coach, we're going to break for a second. We're going to come back. We've got Drew Rose, Logan Neise, and Elliott Geissman around the table this evening. We'll talk to these guys here in just a minute. Our show brought to you on the WQEL Facebook page by the Burkhardt family at Burkhardt Farm Sales, your Case IH dealer. Farmers serving farmers on the Manette Winchester Road. Rod Steiger and everybody at Pizza Bucyrus and Gallion, the host of our show since 1992. Also Vince Ponziani and everybody at Waycraft Industries, North Central State College, Mansfield, the Crawford Success Center, Bucyrus, Hannah Newton at Wendy's, downtown Bucyrus and Upper Sandusky, and Lee Plymouth and Brad Simon at the Plymouth Insurance Group, Bucyrus, and Gallion. And we've got around the table here Drew Rose up first. And Drew, talk a little bit about this season. What have you learned so far this season as we head into 2022? What's been the learning curve for you?
We got finished games.
You gotta pick up the microphone a little closer. Okay.
We got finished games out because we've been in close games a lot. And we still finish them.
All right. And talking to me, is that a mental thing, a physical thing, or a combination of both?
It's probably a both. We had to learn to win. We haven't won the past couple of years much, so it takes a little bit to win. We kind of panic at the end and don't win.
All right. What are your goals for the rest of the season?
Get back to 500 first, and then make a run of tournaments.
All right. Sounds like a reasonable goal. What's your role with you, buddy?
I'm a point guard.
All right, and talk to me a little bit about what grade you in?
I'm a junior.
You're a junior this year, so you're not even going to college.
Nope.
Okay, buddy. Listen, I appreciate you stopping by. Logan Neise is also here. Logan, talk to me about your role in the ball club.
I'm a wing. Well, actually, I play about everywhere off the bench.
All right. And so versatility is what is the word we need to describe you, right?
Yeah.
All right. Talk to me a little about what you're doing this year and going into the Christmas break and heading into 2022.
Learn that with if you play with effort, a lot of effort and energy.
Get that mic a little closer.
If you play with effort, a lot of effort and energy, that you can be in any game you want to be in.
All right.
I mean, we've been in close games with Crawford, Upper. I mean, the powerhouses in our conference would say, but if we play hard, we can compete with them.
All right. Is effort a physical or a mental thing, or a combination of both?
Definitely a combination of both. You need to want to put in the effort, but you also need to...
Can't give up on the thing, right?
Yeah.
All right. Talk to me a little bit about some of the goals you have for the rest of this year, both of you personally and for your team.
Just like what Drew said, I definitely want to get back to 500. I think that was one of our main goals at the beginning of the year.
All right.
I definitely think we are capable of making a tournament run this year.
All right, buddy. Appreciate you stopping by. Finally, now at the end of the table, Elliott Geissman. Elliott, what grade are you in, my friend? What grade?
I'm a senior.
You're a senior this year. Talk to me about your role on the team.
I play wing. I don't come in a whole lot, but I always want to stay ready and just do what I can to help.
All right. So, a role player on the team then? All right, talk to me a little about some of the goals that you have. What have you learned so far this year that can help you as we head into 2022?
I've learned that our team plays a lot better when we play as a team. We just play together. And we're in a lot more games when we try to pass the ball instead of just going out and shoot.
All right. Goals for the rest of the season?
I hope that our team can stay together, and I mean, there's going to be a similar rough patch. We need to stay together.
All right. I appreciate you stopping by, buddy. Thank you so much for sharing some time with us. We'll pass that microphone down. We'll talk to Coach here in just 1 second. And Coach, our broadcast coverage brought to you in part by Luann Krebs at River's Edge Embroidery, Screen Printing Signs, Route 309, right across from the Marion Depot. Dr. Thomas M. Britton at Clubview Vision Center. Also, Mike Kleinite, Ag Credit Residential Lending, Bucyrus, Mount Gilead, Marion. The Ohio State University of Marion, a Big Ten education close to home. Ted Coder, Monarch Body Shop up in Dutchtown. Life Freely, Todd McDougal, Freely and Company Insurance in New Washington. And Coach, let's talk about up and coming Wednesday. This is a winnable game. I talked with Phil Joseph a little earlier, and he admits, he says, this is a winnable game for both Bucyrus and Buckeye Central. It's not an automatic. You guys on paper resemble each other very often.
Yeah, that's true. I think, I think a team that comes in and limits their mistakes, limits their mental mistakes. They're very athletic kids, and they're going to play hard. And like you said, we both, we're both capable of winning this game. And
without giving away the game plan, keys to success.
We just got to keep them out of, not let them get into the lane on penetration. I think that's going to be a big key. And rebounding. Rebounding is always big for us. Every game. I mean, because their size.
Size-wise, you guys are similar.
Yeah, very similar. I'm not going to say it makes it easier, but you don't have to worry about the size a little bit, and and we just got to check out and go get it.
Very important game on the 28th against Bucyrus at Bucyrus. Then you have nothing. Everything dries up, and you don't play again for a little more than a week, January 8th, and it's at Winford. Another winnable game. Winnable for both teams.
Right. Oh, it's true. Very true. Same thing. Winford is a little bit more bigger. They have more size. But they're hopefully we get a little time. I don't know. The schedule just worked out that way. Hopefully we can heal, get better, and just get back to playing better basketball in 2022.
All right. What have you learned so far this year, Coach? That is, about your team as you head into 2022. The kids got goals getting back to 500. They're optimistic about your sectional basketball opportunities. What do you?
Yeah, that's a good goal. I think we can battle our way, get back to 500, and just go from there. We played well enough. We could easily be 6-2. We played well enough to win 4 of those games that we lost. We just, like Drew said, we just got to learn how to finish these things. Free throws at the end of the games, not making that costly turnover at the end of the games. Just handling the ball.
It's more than a physical game, isn't it, Coach?
Yeah, this is more the mental part of it, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
Coach, good luck as you head into 2022. Thank you so much for sharing. You'll be back in 2 weeks. You'll be talking with Mike Sparks at that time. And at some point in time, that guy over there, Dan Messerschmidt, will also be aboard. And we will hopefully, I'll be following you guys on Crawford County now, catching the phone board on the stream. And I'll be doing it from Central Florida.
Oh, you have a good time in Florida.
I will. I appreciate you stopping by. We'd like to thank everybody here at our Bucyrus Pizza Hut, and especially our Pizza Hut General Manager, Crystal Stewart, for helping us out tonight. Also, Rod Steiger, who's been the host of the show since 1992. Our WQEL studio engineer is Danny Lane, and our remote engineer and camera operators, Cameron Moon. Coming up this week on the WQEL sports page tomorrow night, we've got girls basketball on 92.7 at Seneca East at Winford. That ought to be a dandy. And then on WBCO 107.5, we got a boys basketball game, Northmore at Galleon. Wednesday, Coach's Corner East from the Galleon Pizza Hut, Mike Sparks will entertain Galleon, Crestline, and Colonel Crawford on the WQEL YouTube page. And at 7:30, we've got girls basketball, Buckeye Central at Bucyrus. At 9 o'clock, a special edition of the phone board with Mike Sparks. We hope you'll join Mike Sparks at 9 o'clock. Thursday the 30th, 7:30, girls basketball, Bellevue At Upper Sandusky, an old NOL game. Dan Messerschmidt got on there. Bellevue at Upper Sandusky, girls game Thursday at 7:30. Saturday, we've got an Ohio State women's basketball game. It's Michigan from Columbus at 11:45. And then Saturday evening, the Rose Bowl, the Ohio State Buckeyes against Utah. 6:30 kickoff and broadcast coverage on WQEL. Sunday, Ohio State men's basketball against Nebraska, a Big Ten tournament game in Columbus. I'd like to thank all of our guests from Bucyrus, Winford, and Buckeye Central. Especially our special thanks go out to Crystal Stewart and everybody here at Pizza Hut. We really do appreciate everything they do. I'll be off for the next several weeks. You'll be talking with Dan Messerschmidt, who will be doing the show, along with Mike Sparks. And we hope you'll join them here on the show at Pizza Hut. This is Davey Jones on behalf of all our guests and everybody at Pizza Hut, having a great evening.